Hi, I'm Mike Beliveau, and I'm at the first annual Gunmakers Fair here in Kempton, Pennsylvania. Now, for 37 years, this event was held at Dixon's muzzleloading shop, but the pandemic put an end to that. So we're here for the first time in the Kempton Community Center. So let's see what we got. Well, there's a good crowd here in the main hall.
So they go from 875.
Leonard Day's table.
Well, Leonard actually passed away a couple of years ago, but his sons are carrying on his tradition, and they're making fine swivel breech rifles just like Leonard used to make.
Straight barrel.
Some of his beautiful swivel breech rifles.
Double rifle swivel. And what length you're looking at? Realistically, that's about 7 inches, I think.
Here are some of the beautiful swivel breech actions and historical locks that the Days are making. All handmade and all phenomenal workmanship. Here's a look at an absolutely gorgeous custom long rifle made by William Slessor. All of the beautiful long rifles are really the focal point of the show. But there are lots of other things here. Plenty of colonial crafts on display, including lots of edged weapons like these knives and tomahawks. And, you know, there's something that a lot of people are drawn to. I know I am.
So a lot of period axes were made out of wrought iron, and they would have a steel bit for the edge that would be dovetailed and then forge welded in. What a beautiful workbench here. Lucky for me, it's already sold because I would be tempted. Well, here at Rice Barrels with Jason, everybody knows rice are my favorites. Hey Jason, how you doing, man? Great.
Well, my friends Jeff and Shelly Gear make some really neat stuff. In fact, Shelly made a shaving soap holder for me and a shaving brush for straight razor shaving a few years ago that I used quite a bit. But let's see what they brought here to the show.
I got a really good selection of bags and some very cool glassware here. And some straps by Diana Bowman and some very cool horns.
They get a toasted marshmallow flavor, red hot, get a flavor.
I'm here with Henry Bowman, who is a horner of some note. And Henry, what have you got there?
Well, this is a replica of a John Cancel horn, circa approximately 1820. I made this about a year ago. It's made from the pieces of 8 different horns. You've got a tip here that's hand carved and pinned on. There's a band here. There's a bass band. There's a piece here that I like to call an adapter. Then there's the bass plug made from horn. And then the knob. It's also horn. And it's about a 3/4 inch diameter, 4 threads per inch. So I had to make a tap to cut that thread, and then I hand filed this.
Wow.
So it's engraved pretty closely to what the original looks like. I made this from photographs and book.
That's pretty cool. Now, the Tansel family is kind of unique, right? Because they basically maintained the 18th century horn making traditions of scrim shanding and all that into the 19th century.
Of engraving, yes.
Yeah.
So the engraving had pretty much died out after the Revolutionary War, and the Tansels really brought it back, and there are at least two generations of the Tansels. This one was made by, I'm not sure if he's brother or cousin to Francis. He stayed in Virginia, where Francis and his sons moved to Kentucky and then on up into Indiana.
Right.
And this one, it has the federal eagle that was common to theirs, the E pluribus unum. Numbers of stars usually matches the number of states that were in the Union at the time.
Well, that is a beautiful horn.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you telling us about it. You know, here in Pennsylvania, we always see a lot of long rifles, but you don't see that many plains rifles. So it's always interesting to see plains rifles and long rifles at a display. There's some beautiful rifles by William Shipman. Just gorgeous. All right, here we are, the symbol of the Kempton Gunmakers Fair, first annual, after 37 years at Dixon's muzzleloading shop. It's good to see that it's back, and it's as good as it ever was. It's a great place to come if you are building. We've got all manner of inlays and small parts here. Well, I'm here at Sarah Miller's, and as you know, I've got a couple of bags from Sarah, and I do love them. She does fantastic work. Some very nice horns. Stephen make these horns?
Those are Tim Sanner's horns.
Tim Kenner?
Tim Sanner.
Oh, Tim Sanner.
Yes.
My buddy Tim.
Yep.
Well, I've got two of Tim's horns too, and these are beautiful. Yep, another successful show, huh?
Very successful.
I'm very happy that it's come back.
Yeah.
Good morning. I'll get your card on here.
I was getting ready to go over there and say hey to you. I saw you standing over there talking.
Well, give me a sec. You guys will be live.
Oh, Lord.
Well, it's not just guns. We've got clothes. My friends Sarah and Philip here do some beautiful work. It's the variety that keeps things interesting here. And oh, we got some excellent cast brass here, butt plates and trigger guards. If you're a builder, they are all labeled as to the style of rifle they came off of.
One of the great things about the Gunmakers Fair is you can see established craftsmen like Tim Williams and Mark Whelan. They're both a couple of my friends, and they are, I think, widely acknowledged as two of the best custom long rifle makers in the country. And you can see some of their work right here. But in addition to established artists like these, you can see some new talent too. And some of these new guys, like Adam Dobb, are going to be the young people who carry on this tradition into the next generation. And now, I've known Adam for a few years. We've camped together before he actually got started in his career as a builder. And he has been doing some excellent work lately. So let's take a look at that.
Okay, I'm here with my friend Adam Dobb. Adam is a young gun maker, and he's doing some phenomenal work. You can see some of the guns he's working on right now. And not only is he an excellent gun maker, but he is a great knife maker too. And I've got one of Adam's knives. And young guys like Adam are the future of the profession here, so it's good to see somebody coming up.
Well, especially if things are going well. Things are going good. There's no
I'm over here with Tim Williams, one of the best contemporary makers. Brian Lemaster next, another fantastic contemporary gun maker. Hey Brian. So I'm here with Spark and Gail Mumma, and they make all manner of accoutrements. So we've got antler tip powder measures, ball blocks, ball bags, all the little doodads you need to get your rifle shooting. Alan Martin here. Alan makes some beautiful Lehigh Valley and early rifles. Here we are at Mitch H's table, and Mitch is a phenomenal gunsmith, but he is also a silversmith of some note. You can see some of the beautiful silver work that he does.
When were you in? 1974.
I'm at my friend Mark Thomas's table, and I am witnessing something I have never seen before. He is actually selling one of his pieces. I have never been able to convince him to sell a piece in the 10 years I've known him. That's what it takes, a beautiful woman to convince him to do it, because obviously that is the only thing that's going to work.
I'm going to get it. I'll be right back. He's going to sign it. I'm going to go get it. I'm going to go back.
So this represents Mark's first payday in at least 10 years. I don't know how he's kept body and soul together, but somehow he has managed to do it. Mark built this gun for Carl, and it is beautiful. Now the gun behind it, Mark refuses to sell this gun because he has too much fun teasing me with it. Mark had me convinced that he did a faux finish on this gun, when of course, really, it's just a beautiful piece of wood. But he has had so much fun over the years teasing me about it that he won't get rid of it. But he built this one for Carl, excuse me, and it is gorgeous. Shane and Brad Emig of Cabin Creek Muzzleloading. Absolutely great gunsmiths.
So as you travel through time, you do begin to lose that a little bit in different places depending on geographical location. Well, I could probably get that.
No, I have it right here. You can slide it in the place. I took it apart because the person might got the lock off before going around on it. Take it off.
We got a selection of beautiful pottery here. Well, this is a juried event, and gun makers, horn makers, all sorts of craftsmen can bring their creations here, and they will be judged. There'll be prizes awarded tomorrow. So this is some of the guns that are in the competition for prize.
Well, before we close this video out, I'd be remiss if I didn't give some thanks where it's due. This, of course, this event was held for 37 years, as I've said before, at Dixon's, and COVID put it out of business. And the Dixon family just decided that they didn't want to go through all the work of running the fair anymore. So it looked like it was over after a 37-year run, but instead, 4 groups stepped up and coordinated together and made this happen at Kempton. And we really have to thank them. It's the Honorable Company of Horners, the National Muzzleloading Rifle Association, the Jacobsburg Historical Society, and the Pennsylvania Federation of Black Powder Shooters. And if it hadn't been for them, we would not have this wonderful show to enjoy and hopefully carry on for another 30 or 40 years right here in Kempton where it started. So my hat's off to all of you. Thank you for what you did. And I certainly had a great time here, and I will be here next year. And I hope we see you too. So until then, bye.